Okay, let's go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm trying to be stayed. Took 3 steps back, ran up, jumped right in the crowd. They held me up, cause since day one they held me down. They held me travel the planet, walk through spots.
Good morning and welcome to today's video. This is the first snow of the off season and it's kind of early for us. We don't usually get a lot of snow this early. This is a little bit surprising. I'm glad I did my 2-hour trainer ride as always in the morning and I'm off to work now. This weather, it's just a little bit out of control and crazy. I mean, it's pretty though, but I hate the cold. I'm freezing. I gotta go.
Oh, you can turn back now. A chance to get the fuck out of here. You can take your dreams, yeah, and leave that shit up.
I'm almost to the halfway point on the Sweet Spot Base Trainer Road program that I've been doing, so I wanted to kind of give you guys a quick update on that. It's going pretty well. The intervals are still plenty hard. I mean, they're really uncomfortable. It's not that they're hard that I can't do them, they're just not the most pleasant thing to be doing every single morning, but it's going good. I'm still loving waking up early, getting them done in the morning. I'm curious if when the weather turns nice again, if I can, which is obviously a long ways away based on the weather this morning, but I'm curious when the weather turns nice again if I can maybe do a structured training ride in the morning and something not so structured in the afternoon to ride with friends. I don't know. I'm gonna test that out because I'm really curious about that. I've been looking forward to my goals for next year and trying to decide what my A races are gonna be. I really only have 2 races that I'm really focusing on next year. The first one is gonna be the Cohutta 100. I did the Big Frog 65 last year and I liked it so much that I wanna come back and do the Cohutta 100. It's the 100-mile version of that ride. So that's in April. I have not worked out all of the details if I can actually go or not, but I really want to go to Mountain Bike Cross Country Nationals. I should have gone last year. Next year it's actually gonna be in Colorado, which I love Colorado and I look forward to going back and riding my bike there, but it's actually kind of disappointing in a way because of having to acclimate. You know, I live at 500 foot above sea level maybe, and having to deal with the altitude is definitely a factor for me. And I also wonder if there's gonna be just some bad A chicks out there because it's in Colorado, and how can you not be a bad A on the bike in Colorado? You know, it's like the terrain, I feel like the terrain forces you. You know, you walk to your mailbox and you become fit. I feel like that's how Colorado works. What I've done is I've actually gotten on Training Peaks and I've created an annual training plan. The goal of the annual training plan is to get me to peak for those races. So Cross Country Nationals is in July and Cohutta is in April. Plenty of time for me to peak for one race and prepare to peak for the next one. I've created my ATP annual training plan, and what I've done is I've put in the fitness, the CTL number that I want to hit for each of these events. And I'm basing that on when I was at that fitness this past year, how I felt and how I performed. So when you go and you manually set your CTL or your fitness for those events and you put in the dates, Training Peaks will tell you what TSS you need to do every week based on if you want to do periodization, which is, you know, like 3 weeks on and then the 4th week a recovery week, or not having periodization on at all, and it tells you what TSS you need for each week to build up to that point. When I include periodization with the 4th week being a recovery week, there's gonna be a couple of weeks where I have to do like 900 to 1,000 TSS, maybe like 3 weeks back to back, and I've done 900, like 980 TSS weeks before. The next week really suffers usually for me. So I just don't know if I have that ability right now with my training and my recovery in order to have that kind of weeks. So I'm still kind of playing with this and tweaking it. This fitness number may not really mean that much in the end. There's some people who seem to live and die by it, and some people who don't really seem to care about the fitness level. I focused on it a lot this past year just because it was a way for me to kind of equate the way that I felt to if I was actually improving or not. based on that number. I never saw that number go up without feeling faster or fitter, and same thing for what it would tell me that my fatigue and my form would be. I have a big fear that I am going to peak way too soon, or that I'm gonna get burned out, and I was trying to use this plan in order to kind of schedule it out. And maybe I've got my ambition set too high for Cohutta, and my fitness level can't really be that high that early in the year. I'm gonna keep tracking it, but not putting a bunch of pressure on myself over it, because I'm curious to see how far this can really go. I'm not gonna change my training right now based on my annual training plan on Training Peaks, but I'm gonna continue to look at it just to see how they're matching up. And I'm gonna continue to do the Trainer Road plans, thinking about my goals in the future, and these targets that I need to hit to get there keeps me motivated. So that's all this video was really about today. I love looking at the numbers and assessing it and analyzing rides. It's really fun for me. So if you guys want to leave any comments about it, feel free down below. But that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.
Be real. All the pain I've been through at this moment now is sealed. 1,000 in the field, grabbing at my heels.